Why, highly ho, neighbors. Today I'm going to be working on the truck. I know I haven't done a video in a while, and the last one I did of this, I did a quick little fix job on here, and I was supposed to do a, bed liner on the bottom trim. That is kind of crappily done, and it's already starting to flake up a bit there, if you can tell there. I am going to do what I said I was going to do originally and do the bed liner, but I'm going to take it a step further today. I'm going to be grinding down any rust I see, like on that bottom trim there. We're going to prime it with some product. We're going to take all these fender flares off, which are stock to these trucks, this Dakota Sports. We're going to take those off. We're going to grind down all this stuff, prime it, fill it with body filler, whatever I got to do. I am not a professional whatsoever, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but I've watched a bunch of videos and done a bunch of stuff, so we're going to figure it out as I go here. I'm going to do the back of the bed there, the tailgate, make it look nice. Listen to that. I love the sound of this truck. But that is my goal today, is I'm going to do this. I'm probably redoing the interior bed liner too. I gave it a clean earlier today, but it was it's already peeling up. So whoever did this before just kind of did like a brushing one, I think. I've got the Raptor liner spraying version, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I'm going to get everything out, set up. I'll show you what I'm using. I'm going to start grinding away at spots that are bubbling up. Well, actually, first I should probably get these flares off. This one's really rough side. It's like peeling away from the truck, and there's a lot of rust under that. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I've got some patches and Bondo. I'm going to do it as cheap as possible, but as effective as I can do it. So stay on for the ride here. Probably hear the compressor in the background doing its thing. But I'm going to get to work here. Alright, so she's a little worse for wear on the inside of this thing. I kind of knew that was going to be the case up here. And I knew the back would be bad, but not as bad as it is. So when it comes to repairing a lot of this, I don't exactly know how I'm going to do it. Basically, this fender flare was held on by 3 bolts, and the parts of the metal that it was in are still holding well. So I might just put it in back. I'm going to grind this shit off of here, obviously. I'm not going to leave chunks of raw, rusted metal. But I don't have the know-how or tools to put new metal in. So I'm going to have to make do with what I got and get rid of a lot of the rough metal. So, yeah. As for products that I'm using today, I've got a plethora of crap here. I basically just accumulated all kinds of stuff that I could possibly utilize. I got a die grinder here with some 60 grit pads. I got a whole package of them because I know I'm going to use a lot of them. I've got Bondo body filler shit, so that for like the little patches and stuff, I'm going to utilize that. I've got sanding discs. These are 80 grit sanding pads for my DA there, which that'll be when I'm doing like this body trim. So this is the line I'm going to do up to this body line. Basically anything bottom of this body line here is going to be bed liner. So before I do the bed liner spray, I'm going to sand all that down with that. We have this Raptor epoxy primer, which is going to go on after I grind everything, because there's going to be a lot of bare metal. So that's going to go onto the spots that there's just shit. And then obviously we got the Raptor spray and bed liner, which is going to go over everything. I've got a bunch of other little products here, like Ospro rust converter, which actually works really good. If you've never used that stuff before. I got Rust-Oleum rusted all over. Like, those are going to be for like areas I can't get into. I'm just going to spray them down after I do everything. Got to wipe everything down with degreaser. I've got random cans of primer. I probably won't even use them, but I have them just in case, and a bunch of different sanding pads and all kinds of stuff. I even got some Port 15, so if I find a spot that like really is bad, like frame wise, and I want to get to it, I got some 415 there so I can paint that on. So I'm gonna get to work grinding here. I'm not gonna record the whole event, but I might stop and do little bits in here just to show you what I'm doing. But I'm gonna be doing a lot of metal grinding here, and it's gonna be loud and long, so I'm not gonna, you know, do all that like a fucking chunk of weight reduction, man. That's all it is. All right, let's get to work. Alrighty, guys. I am sanding away and I am getting things done. Obviously I have not put any Bondo on yet to fill these holes, but I'm slowly working, slowly but surely. It's actually not coming out too bad. There's some clean metal underneath, so I think some of it's salvageable, but I mean obviously that's gonna need some work. But we're gonna make do with what we got. Been tackling this back fender and I've got quite a bit of it cleaned up. Actually not too bad. There's still some solid metal here. Yeah, it's wavy. When I put everything bolts back in, this will stop flopping around, so slowly but surely. We have to finish sanding this side. I'm gonna finish grinding away. We're gonna get some stuff to kind of try to fill in the holes, whether it be like spray foam or whatever. I'm also putting rust treatment in every little crevice I can see to try to stop further spread of rust. This is by far not the way to do this, but it is what I have the ability to do at the moment. Plus it's a 96 Dakota. Like I'm not trying to restore this thing to pristine, but New York winters like to destroy our vehicles, so I'm trying to make it last as long as I can and at least make it look decent. So I'm gonna finish doing this. I'm gonna sand everything down. I'm gonna have to start the other side before I decide to try to prime everything with the U-Haul, because that's an activator slash spray or whatever. So I'm gonna have to do this side as well, and this side is not nearly as bad, so it should be a lot nicer to do. Other than this part, this part's pretty rough. This might be way more rough than the other side, but we'll find out when we get to it. That door I know is rough, but for the most part, this side is in a little bit better condition than the other side was, I'm hoping. Then we got to do the back. Obviously, I want to get those pits done with the Bondo, and I want to be able to sand it all and spray it with primer today. So I got a lot of work to do still. Alrighty, guys. I have sprayed down all my rust with my rust treatment, my Ospro, and I used a little of that gel stuff as well. Let it sit on there for about a good hour. Probably could do overnight, but you know, I'm doing this as quick as possible. I've just got back from the car wash, sprayed everything down. It's dry. I live in back road, so it's, you know, a little muddy. Hopefully that'll not affect my job here. But we have our metal cut down to where I'm going to try to salvage what's left of it. This will be, it's floppy now, but once I put the screw back in there, it will hold together. As long as that don't break. I got the tailgate sanded down a bit where I wanted it. All this is done to the best I can do. And then this, I just kind of sanded down a little bit. I'm not taking that one off because honestly this corner looks okay. So what's next here? I'm going to take my rattle can primer and try to get just a quick coverage on the inside layer of this metal, because once I get to the point of putting other stuff on this, I'm not gonna be able to get in there, so I want to be able to get it sealed the best I can, like the inside parts, the fender here. I'm just gonna just give it a quick spritz in there, and then hopefully that'll seal whatever's in there. Then I'm gonna go move on to the Bondo, give it a chance to dry, obviously, but I'm gonna start filling in these divots and try to smooth out all I can. This I'm gonna have to fill in with spray foam, and I have one of those Bondo patch kits somewhere that I'm going to utilize to cover that up. So I'm going to move on to that. We're going to start doing all you know, trying to rescue this thing, man. It's tough. I hate New York. Do you like my little angry squid? Yeah. I think I should have added, I am not a professional. I have no idea what I'm actually doing. So, there's that. But I got some Bondo on this. It's drying. It looks like shit because it was kind of drying. It was getting hard before I put it on this fender. I'm going to redo this fender. Don't worry. My foam has expanded into the crevices. I'm going to let that, you know, dry up, and then we'll sand that. Got a little bit of Bondo back here just to kind of give it something to attach to, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's going to be underneath a fender flare, so I don't even really know why I'm doing that. I got some on my back tailgate. I'm going to add more. This stuff dries really fast. I haven't even touched this side yet. So, yeah. I'm not a professional. I'm going to say it again so y'all know that this is not the proper way to do this, but this is the cheap and easy way to do this. So, I'm going to keep moving here. Okay, she's taped up. I'm ready to sand the bottom layer. But the one thing I didn't think about is how many freaking bugs are out right now. Because as soon as this is painted on, I know every single freaking bug in this area is going to land right on it, because that's just how shit happens for me. But, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm going to sand up plenty of sand here, and then we're going to be ready to spray it with primer. Yeah, let's get it done. Okay, we are sanded to the best of my ability. It looked like shit. I sprayed down the grease and wax remover, wiped everything down, so I think we're ready. We're ready to spray. This is gonna be quite some shit. Okie dokie. Well, not the best work, but it looks good from very far away. Not bad at all. And I did the tailgate.
Are you gonna do the back?
Alrighty guys, final product. It's the next day. Yeah, it got a little late. And I got some white touch-up paint, same color code, and fixed a bunch of little spots here and there. I got this piece that was all crappy there. I oversprayed a lot on the fender, so I just went and sprayed that. And of course I didn't tape off properly and sprayed some of the new black, you know, because I half-ass everything, and that's kind of what happens. This side looks a lot better than it did, but I mean, for as cheaply and as fast as I did this, I could have taken my time and done a lot better, but I think it came out pretty good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the front bumper. I ran out of daylight and time, and I still have 2 bottles of this stuff left. I only did 1 coat and it covered it beautifully. So the Raptor liner kit, pretty nice. So I'm gonna do the front bumper, and then I think that'll be it. I might do the bed. I don't know. I might have to get another kit for that, but so I do it to myself. I really do, but not too bad overall. Pretty good. Thanks for watching.